don't get to post the qualifying run because I spun off turn 4. God damn it. I hate that if you mess up lap 1, you can't do lap 2 either. Opinions are you guys using? You guys using the default steering pinion?
I'm using 2.08. I was switching back between that and the 1.86 or something like that.
What about you, Chad? What are you using? I posted a 35-second because I spun during the first lap, so my second lap was already screwed because I was crossing the finish line behind backwards.
Sorry, what is the steering pinion?
Oh, that's it's in the garage setting. Basically, how stiff or tight the wheel is gonna be.
Steering ratio.
Yeah, it's steering ratio, but for the new car. I was just wondering what Chad running, because the guy that always qualifies for that. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It's all good. Hadn't been too terrible, but last couple days have been pretty rough. Today I'm feeling a lot better.
Good to hear, man.
I literally sneeze like every 10 seconds, so I have no voice left.
Good evening, race fans. We are live here with the Wednesday Night Dash, race number 7 on the season from Legacy Texas Motor Speedway. The guys just finishing up qualifying there, and it is Chad Winstead sitting on the pole, Justin Neves qualifying second, Erik Blum's going to start third, Mark Vickers fourth, DJ Fluck fifth, Zach Bowles will start sixth, Erik Richardson will roll off seventh. So the guys just called an audible, and we're going to be having a competition caution here tonight about the halfway point. I know it's going to be a new rule that they're putting in place for the next season moving forward, and the guys were interested in trying it tonight, so they called the audible, and they'll be throwing a yellow right at the halfway mark.
That's correct.
I think that's going to be a great idea. It's going to make for a interesting race and change up the strategy a little bit.
And real quick, we'll motor through the points. After 6 races, it's been all Chad Winstead. He's your points leader. Second spot belongs to Mark Vickers.
This is the first time I have
Third is Zach Bowles. Right. Fourth, Justin Neves. Fifth right now belongs to Erik Richardson. Sixth is Erik Blum. Seventh, DJ Fluck.
Actually, maybe
Eighth is Chad Crow. Ninth, Bernard Pollard. 10th is Justin Wexberg. And 11th is Kyle Fluck.
Slow, smooth, and
Yeah, it's impressive. Chad putting his car on the pole. I know he said he was battling through some COVID right now, so hoping a speedy recovery to him, but doesn't look like it's slowing him down too bad.
That's easier said than done.
Yeah, actually, I think it was Justin Neves was fastest in practice. I think he was one of the only ones to break underneath the 30-second mark, and it was interesting to note that the times just kept progressively getting better and better as practice went along, as we're getting set to go here. Pace car's down. And the green flag's out here at Texas Motor Speedway. Justin Neves actually going to beat Chad Winstead to the line. It looks like he is going to give way to the position here, and Chad Winstead's off and sailing.
Now Chad is just pulling away.
Already got a couple of cars side by side a little further back. Eric Blum trying to go to the inside of Mark Vickers. They're going to continue side by side the whole way through 3 and 4.
I personally don't have a whole lot of experience on this racetrack, but I know you're going to have to save your tires big time. This is Legacy, Texas, so this track is very much worn out and will chew these tires up if you're not careful.
See Erik Richardson sporting a different paint scheme this week. He's actually running the sponsor of this race, which is the Bryant and Me podcast. So a pretty interesting paint scheme on the 13 car this week.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
Meanwhile up front, Justin Neves Chad Winstead already pulling out to over a second advantage, just three laps in.
Got loose for
Car around 53.
Yeah, Zach Voles. But with his competition caution, I mean, he's certainly not out of it. It changes a lot.
Just snapped out from under me.
Yeah, his worry now needs really to he just needs to worry about being on the lead lap here for when this caution comes out.
Yep, I think if I'm him, I'm unchecking the tires, bringing it down pit road, just using that fast repair and getting back out on track as quick as I can to at least be in position for that lucky dog. I wonder if they'll have lucky dogs turned on. They should be defaulted on.
I would think so.
Closest battle on the track right now is 4th spot, the 84 of Mark Vickers battling really closely with Erik Richardson in the 13.
Erik has made a lot of improvement as this series has gone on.
Okay, got to give a call to DJ Fluck. He's hanging tough there too, right there in the same camera angle.
See, I believe that's the 84 car. Looks like he's getting a little bit better arc. Looks like the 13 got a little better run off there. 84 getting that big wide arc into the corners is going to do a little bit better job saving his tires though.
Yep. These guys announced recently they're going to be moving to the truck for next season. I think that's going to be a solid move for kind of what they're aiming for this league to be, kind of a developmental league for, new users onto iRacing, and this is not an easy car to get your grasp of, and the trucks have got a lot more forgiveness with the throttle, and it'll probably keep them packed up a little bit closer together as well.
Yeah, the trucks are a lot of fun to watch. You can beat and bang pretty hard in those things as well.
They're side by side right now. Erik Richardson making a move on Vickers.
Yeah, he's been holding that bottom pretty well. Stick to the white line. Looks like they're going to be side by side exiting the corner here maybe.
Still side by side. Good battle from these guys. Whoa, hang on to it. Oh, man. He did. He didn't hit anything. He launched it like he was an off-road truck there through the grass, but I don't think he hit anything. He's still saving it. And it's kind of the same story we just talked about with Voles.
Oh, man.
Just needs to...
As long as he stays on the lead lap, he will be okay.
You heard him come over the comms and say he's got a black flag.
Oh, no.
Hopefully
I was
they're
trying
willing
not
to clear it.
come out and bump Mark and ended up
What he just did right there was actually pretty impressive. Saving these cars is never an easy task. Having no side force on these things, it is very tough.
Still all Chad Winstead up front, 10 laps into this thing, but don't go anywhere. We've got that competition caution as we see the 6 car starting to reel in the 53 of Zach Bowles.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to pass the 53 now. 53, not much he can do about it. He's really just got to worry about making sure nobody else goes a lap down.
Yeah, he's got the whole front end still missing on his car, so he never did use that fast repair and come in. He's just rolled with it. So he'll be at a significant speed differential compared to the leader there. No pressure from behind from Winstead, so he can just kind of take his time. Goes to the inside, does put Zach Bowles a lap down. Now Zach just needs to make sure he stays in that lucky dog position. As we see Erik Richardson has hit pit road trying to serve that black flag. I guess they never did clear it. That's a bummer because he had a good run going. He was going underneath Vickers there for 4th.
Yeah, that stinks. I think he'll actually be okay though. I mean, if he does go a lap down right here, he'll be faster than Zach Bowles. Most likely be able to get by him for the lucky dog. The biggest thing that happens is just don't compound that mistake. You gotta just come down pit road, make sure to take your time, don't speed, anything like that, and don't double up on mistakes.
I'm looking forward to getting out of these cars.
Well, that mistake by by Erik Richardson is going to allow DJ Fluck to make his way into the top 5.
The iRacing version of this is just as bad as the real version.
And that familiar Jepson's Malore car kind of reminds me of a Robin's Egg Blue version of Dale Jarrett's old paint scheme. That red 88.
Yeah, the car's become a staple in this league for sure.
I noticed a little bit different logo on Vickers' machine. It's got Sloppy Drunk Dad on the side. And something about the long drive champions on the front. So interesting there. I wonder if Vickers is involved in blasting some golf balls. Meanwhile, we've got a battle for second. Eric Blum going underneath Justin Neves. Nice run for Blum.
Yeah. He's another guy that showed a whole lot of improvement as this season has gone on. I'd love to see that.
And speaking of developmental situations within the league, I mean, we've been proud to announce that Chad Winstead has accepted the invitation into the Highline Racing League for next season, so he'll come run on Thursdays. Be able to see the first graduate of the Wednesday Night Dash Series on Thursdays.
Getting the call to the big leagues.
And that'll be the goal, to get some more of these guys up there after next season, maybe.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. These guys seem like they race pretty clean, do a good job, especially Chad. So I think they'll be able to compete pretty early. That was an interesting move right there by Zach Bowles. I wonder if he's not too happy with the 67.
Yeah, I think Zach was trying to get out of the way of Blum, and there's just a little bit of miscommunication there.
Car's handling like shit, dude. I ran head first into it.
And Erik Richardson has fallen to 4 laps down through all that mess. I wonder if he sped again.
That is the last thing we wanted to see. That's the last thing you can do in that situation too, is even though, you know, you're hot, you're mad, but you just gotta play it smart and don't make it worse. And that's a lot easier said than done, I know for sure. It's easy to say it from up here, it's not so easy to do it down on the track.
He's right behind our leader, Chad Winstead, and
we're inside, I guess. All right.
He's got fresh tires. You can see he's making up a little bit of time on Chad right now. But while we're focused on Erik Richardson, kind of wanted to give a call to the Bryant and Me podcast. So today's race is brought to you by the Bryant and Me podcast. When you have two friends who move away from each other and want to stay in touch, what better way than to start a podcast? Join the BAM fam and check out the Bryant Me podcast wherever you download your favorite podcasts. From soccer, other sports, and just about any random topics, there will always be something for you. The Bryant and Me, the Williams Racing of podcasts. So appreciate Bryant and Me stepping up and sponsoring the race here tonight. Like we've been talking about, this thing is far from over with that competition yellow thrown into the books. A couple different storylines through this race, though. I mean, you know, we got Chad Winstead trying his best Michael Jordan flu game here, going out there and still leading the race with COVID. Got Eric Blum having his best run of the season, currently running second. And the unfortunate luck of that black flag Erik Richardson sustained.
Now, knock on wood, I've never personally had COVID that I know of, but I can't imagine it's easy to be on iRacing being sick like that. That's impressive.
Looks like Mark Vickers is starting to reel in third and second, so I don't know if he's done a little bit better job conserving that right front or what.
Yeah, Mark has done that all season. You know, you see him kind of back off in the early portion of this run and let the race come to him, let the tires come to him, and he typically does a really good job of that. So I would not be surprised if that's what he's doing right now.
And as just a reminder, all plans for the next season of Wednesday Night Dash are to start May 18th at Atlanta Motor Speedway again with the trucks. If you guys are interested, be sure to check out frracingonline.com/WND for your chance to sign up to come run with these guys. About 10 laps away from the competition yellow, it's still Chad Winstead holding a steady lead. Eric Blum running second. Just a little under a second back to Justin Neves, who we're looking at right now in third. And just behind Neves is Mark Vickers running fourth. DJ Fluck still on the lead lap. He's about 21 seconds back of our leader. We got Zach Voles, who had that earlier incident with the car snapping loose on him. He's hanging tough there, one lap down, but should be primed to grab the lucky dog spot. We've seen Voles have some speed throughout the season, but it just seems like he has had a tough time hanging on to this next-gen car.
Yeah, if he would back down, I think, the early portion of a run a little bit, he'd be competing for a lot of wins, honestly. He just got to put a complete race together. I'm excited to see what these guys do on pit road here. It'll be interesting. We really haven't seen everybody come to pit road all at once, so definitely shake up the running order of this field.
Still nothing changed up front. Erik Richardson trying to battle back and grab one of those laps back. But all he can do is stare out the front cockpit view and just see that 6 car. Let's ride a long board here with Erik Richardson on a lap around the Texas Motor Speedway. Now this version of it, the legacy version, very similar to Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a wider version of the track. Go into 1 and 2, you've got a lift, of course, there, and then you're hard back on the throttle through the backstretch. Very similar 3 and 4 there to 1 and 2. But up here is where things get a little interesting. You've got the quad oval, the double dog leg, the first one right there, and here comes the second. Those are the similarities to Charlotte.
Mark looks like he's doing a good job holding the white line. As soon as I say that, of course, announcer street runs a little bit higher, but he's
saw
definitely
Chad Winstead get a little bit loose there too.
Yeah, I'm surprised we hadn't seen more guys getting sideways. Maybe they haven't run quite long enough yet on these tires, but this track is definitely slick.
Hey Chad, could you do
Looks like
a
we're
big
gonna have a
thumb
battle
and
for
not lap
position right
anybody?
here.
Got the
You're
battle
9 seconds
heating
ahead,
up
I
right
think
now
you
for
can do it.
second. Justin Neves has reeled Eric
I love
Blum
you
back
forever.
in. Neves doing a good job exiting low there. Oh, we see Blum in the wall. Oh, and he just narrowly. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was.
Hey DJ, fight him as hard as you can, man. I want my lap back.
A little harder.
And that got split.
You hear Zach Bowles over the comms there, really hoping that DJ Fluck can stay on the lead lap.
2 laps from the competition caution.
So Vols can get the lucky dog. It's going to be close. Here comes Winstead to the outside.
It's not what Zach Bowles needs.
So far, DJ's still able to hold him off. I think he's going to do it.
Big run right there from the center from Chad.
Oh, Chad got him at the line.
Lap 32.
Man.
Yellow flag is out.
Damn it, you lapped him at the last second.
Zach Bowles, we apologize for that language coming across there. Very frustrated with the situation because that's all but going to end his race. That's what I was saying. I mean, if when he wrecked there, if he comes in and uses the fast repair,
There goes my lap.
at least he
Yeah.
could take the wave around here, you know, and have a. I mean, I guess he'd still have a severe tire disadvantage, but heck, that's probably a better situation than just being stuck a lap down, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, I get his strategy. He was hoping nobody else would go a lap down. He almost had it too. I mean, right there at the finish, Chad got by him, but just kind of bad luck.
This is the first time we've seen the iRacing pace car out in front of these Wednesday night dashers. It's going to be a great opportunity for Justin Neves, Eric Blum, Mark Vickers to catch back up with the leader here.
Yeah, I wonder if we don't see somebody take 2 tires right here. You got to do something different to get out in front of Chad Winstead.
What's Larry Mack always say, Tyler?
If you follow the leader, you're just going to follow the leader.
That's right.
Excuse me, sir.
That's ruined my race, dude. It sucks.
You see them all down pit road right now.
He called it 1 lap sooner, I've been fine. Rip.
I don't think those guys were caught up
Well,
enough for
I
2
just
tires to
screwed
make a
that
difference.
up.
I think
I didn't
even if they
realize
did take 2, Chad would probably be coming out first.
Wow, I'm an idiot.
or
Yeah,
the huge
so at
gap
that
there
point-
entering pit road.
At that point, you've got to take 4 tires.
Yeah. I think that's just one of those experience things.
I
Maybe, you
have
know,
screw race
guys
crap.
didn't realize that they needed to be more caught up. And that's one of the biggest things in iRacing, just as it is in real racing, is just seat time and kind of learning these little nuances about iRacing and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, that's what this league's perfect for, and I think, you know, adding the competition yellow is going to help with some of that situation, you know, going down there, having the opportunity to scroll through the black boxes, potentially put 2 tires on, or, you know, not take gas, or just to splash and go in different scenarios. And even right here, I mean, they're going to get another chance at the restart, and like you said, I mean, those are
Don't
all
we get the
things
pass
that
around
new
the car, though?
iRacers have got to learn.
Pretty sure this is the
'cause
first time I've ever done a caution in
I
a legitimate race. So
I think you almost have to
apologize.
make every mistake
not get
once
past
to
pace
learn
car?
from
What the
it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I've been on iRacing for like 3 years or more,
Yeah, 'cause
and
I'd
I mean,
love to
I'm
get a
still
pit stop
learning
in.
stuff all the time. So, just like you said, you just got to make the mistake.
I think
Unfortunately, that's how
Weaver's
you
a little bit
learn.
messed up. It should have been like a lap ago.
So I think we'll be going green with 29 laps to go, if I had to guess.
My plan is working.
Got up beside DJ.
I'd
on
love to
lap
see a
31
Chad
on the high five.
Winstead
He
invert
literally
here.
made
Make
us run
him
a
go to the
lap.
back and drive through these guys.
Yeah, make it interesting. Rough on the current COVID patient.
Yeah. Not fair in any way, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, Chad Winstead has
get a pit stop then if it lets us go around.
dominated this season. He's won every single race. At this point, he's got to make it 8 for 8 next week. Go for the perfect sweep. He's had he's had some good competition for Mark Vickers. He's been runner-up, I think, at least 6 of those 7 races.
I think every race other than Daytona, possibly. And he led just about every lap at Daytona.
He's getting to lap 32, so I ended up getting the lucky dog by, about 50 yards.
Yeah, it stole it from me and screwed me up. It was unfortunate.
So right there, you just saw it looked like Zach Falls didn't get his damage repaired. He's going to take his wave around and maybe try and rush around and get it done here real quick, or I'm not sure what his strategy was there.
I don't know. We're going green this time by, I believe.
Wait, you have to hold for 40?
Good. Tell me I have to drop to the 10. Do I need to stop? Or tell me to stay behind the 82 right now.
Not sure
Mark,
who that
tell me
was
to
coming
stay behind
across
you.
the comms, but
I'm just going to hang out.
These my penalties.
Yeah, I got a yellow
sounds like
flag
somebody
over,
maybe got a speeding
drop to the
penalty.
end, but it's telling me to stay here, so I guess we'll see what happens.
There's one of those mistakes you
just
got to
waive all
make.
penalties? I know you can do that.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's out.
Yeah, well, my race is over.
Winstead gets a good launch.
And there we go, our first competition caution.
Can you not waive penalties? Or...
Solid
Winstead
run so
gone.
far for Erik Blum. Holding off Justin Neves. That battle for second heating up again.
Yeah, this has been the battle of the night for sure.
I don't know what's up with Mark Vickers tonight. He just hadn't had the typical speed that we've come to expect from the 84 bunch. Maybe just one of them deals where the track, just for whatever. Whoa, Neves is out of shape.
Fucking Code Brown, bro. That was close.
Looks like he just disconnected, or oh, I'm sorry, towed to the pit lane.
Man, that was close.
That was a hard lick too.
Well, right now I don't think Vickers is close enough to mount a threat just yet. Let's see if we can take a peek at what happened here to Justin Neves. Looks like one of those fresh tires getting loose off the exit here. That just sort of snaps around, gets the inside. And my goodness, what a good job by DJ Fluck to avoid that. See if we
Yeah, you gotta let some heat build in these tires. It's rough on cold tires for sure. You saw it right there. And once these things go around, it's tough to save them.
This is what DJ Fluck saw through this. Great job.
I'm pretty sure you heard it over the radio, but that was definitely a Code Brown moment right there.
And nice run for DJ up there. Got the lucky dog. Now with that incident to Neves, just kind of kept his car in one piece. He's holding toe right now with Erik Blum. As I do apologize, Mark Vickers got around Erik Blum and DJ got loose and hangs on to it. We almost gave him the announcer jink.
Yes, quit talking about him. It was a heck of a save, though.
Nice save there, DJ.
While we were looking at the replay,
Thank you.
Vickers got around Blum there for second. Meanwhile, Chad Winstead driving off into the sunset once
My
again.
car gets loose on sun all the fucking time. I hate this track. No, I quit. Fuck
I
that.
think this will be the battle to watch. I wonder if the 67's laying back just a little bit, maybe save some tire.
I think Zach Bowles, after getting his car repaired, has hit the wall again. Oh, and he's hit the pit wall.
Hopefully there was no crew member standing right there.
And now he's going to tow. I don't know what happened there.
He sounded a little upset over the radio. I believe that was him. Rough night.
And Blum must have got loose because he's now all of a sudden lost 4 seconds to Mark Vickers. He's
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
Erik Richardson, which, man, what a bum deal for Richardson. I mean, he's had the pace to be second or third, it seems like, and had that black flag and then somehow compounded into another mistake. I think he might have sped on pit road serving the black potentially.
Yeah, that's rough. It's one of those deals where it's out of your control, kind of one of these stupid rules that iRacing has. But
I wonder if
he's
that's
gaining
something
on the
that
idiot.
they'll look at next season to give some of the admins the ability to just waive some of those black flags that, you know, in real life wouldn't necessarily get thrown. You
I'm
see it with the
thinking-
passing under yellows. You see it with stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
an
stupid
incident
rules.
happens and you catch a piece of the pit lane. And
I think that's might be what happened to Erik right there. Is when he was going through the infield. I'm wondering if he didn't kind of catch the very end of the pit lane.
it probably gave him an illegal pit exit on top of that.
Yeah, that might have been what happened, and I believe that's holding for 40 seconds. If I'm not mistaken.
20 laps to go. Still all Chad Winstead out front. Mark Vickers about 4 seconds behind. And something has happened to Eric Blum again, as we've got a battle. DJ Fluck on the outside trying to take third spot.
What a run for DJ.
Yeah, Eric Blum was the story of the first half of the race, but DJ Fluck is turning into the story of the second half. He's just kept his car clean all night. It's paying dividends.
That's what it's all about. Keeping all the fenders on it. Don't burn the tires off, and typically end up with a solid finish.
Saw these guys actually had a vote on where to run this race between Darlington and Texas. Texas winning out. I know my vote would have been for Darlington. Hang on to it, Eric. That looked
Oh,
identical
no.
to Justin Neves. I think the car just sort of stepped out in a weird way, but didn't fully step out. It's kind of bizarre looking. It looked really similar to what happened to Justin Neves, but Blum able to just kind of pancake the left side of the car as opposed to Neves hitting the inside wall and coming back across the track.
That inside wall might have straightened it out. Right the ship and get back going.
I'm watching my line, don't worry.
But that puts DJ Fluck into a podium finish, potentially.
Yeah, at this point he's just got to, like you said earlier, keep the fenders on it and keep it going the right direction.
He's got his buddy right behind him. He's 4 laps down. I wonder how much Erik Richardson's going to push the issue here.
Yeah, I wish he didn't have those, that stupid black flag. It'd be a great battle for third right here. He's running an interesting lane, and it looks like he's doing all right. That last corner, he kind of went to the top and almost diamond the corner. Carried a lot of momentum.
And Eric Blum still not out of a podium finish yet. I know he's sustained some damage there, but you can see him back there as the black car. About a second behind DJ right now.
In striking distance, you saw Erik go with that line again, running kind of top to middle and turning it down on the exit.
Yep,
Did it
he's
again
gonna
right
get
there.
a
He's going
run
to get
here.
under. He's going to get under DJ Fluck. Maybe not. Looked like he was going to. He got close. Probably taking it easy on him, not putting a lot of pressure on him.
A couple of Camaros battling right now and going side by side. That's going to punch a big hole in the air, and that's going to allow Eric Blum to catch up even easier right now.
Yeah, this is not what DJ Fluck wanted to see.
As
Looks
here
like he got
comes
a little
Blum.
loose.
Yeah, he
I
had to
think
get out of
DJ
the
got
throttle.
loose. Yeah.
Blum's going to retake that third spot.
It doesn't look like that damage is hurting too bad.
The composite body doing its job. Well, with 12 to go, we've settled into our familiar position here with Chad Winstead leading and Mark Vickers in second.
Man, poor Mark.
And how many times can you run runner-up? It's like Casey Kane's rookie season, the beginning part of Chase Elliott's Cup career.
Yeah, what was it? I think those guys had 9 or 10 second place finishes.
Always the one that I think of that was the worst by Chase was that Dover race. It just seemed like he just folded under pressure and Kyle Busch got him at the end.
He just handed it away.
Still a good battle right now for third. Need to keep it on these guys. DJ trying to come back right now, get to his cockpit.
I almost think it might
Eric
help.
Blum in front of him.
Might help to follow somebody like position DJ's in where he's right in striking distance of 67, and you just kind of follow him and see what line he's taking. I know we talk about this quite a bit, Kendall. It is so hard to run as the leader or run, you know, just kind of by yourself. You don't really have a rabbit to chase out in front of you. It's so difficult to keep your focus.
The only person that seems to be able to pull that off without problem is Chad Winstead, as he's extended his lead now to 6.2 seconds.
Well, yeah, Chad doesn't have a problem.
It's right out there in front of him for DJ. See that third place position.
Yeah, I'm wondering, speaking of learning, he might have been watching Erik Richardson in his rearview mirror. He went up the track a little bit, searching around, see what he can do.
Looks like DJ's driving it in a little bit deeper, and then, I don't know, when we were riding on board, it seemed like he was losing a little bit of ground on the exit of these corners, but we've mentioned it time and time again, the lack of side force. These things just really want to step out on the exit, so it's understandable. Oh, and Blum's in the wall.
That's going to allow DJ to get a huge run down the back.
Right now he's just got to, you know, he's like a cat ready to pounce, but you got to kind of reel in that excitement and just hit your marks. Don't want to overdrive the corner when the opportunity presents itself.
For sure. Yeah, you got to definitely almost reel yourself back a little bit and not overdrive the car and overstep it, make a mistake.
Turning into a really good battle. And for all the Chad Winstead fans out there, he's still, I think he's led every lap of this race. He's got a 7.5 second advantage over Mark Vickers right now. That's why we're focused on the best battle on the racetrack. The Jepson's Malore Camaro going after the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Looks like Blum's able to increase the advantage a little bit that time by.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's backing up his entries a little bit better and getting a better run down the back and the front.
Down to 5 to go. Only car out of the race right now is Zach Bowles. He did pull the 53 car behind the wall after the second incident he faced tonight. It's been a tough go for Erik Richardson with the black flag situation, but he has shown some serious speed. Just stuck all those laps down. In fact, Justin Neves has been pretty quick at times tonight. I think he was fastest in practice.
Yeah, that's got to be a confidence builder for those guys. You know, if nothing else, I mean, they're probably not going to get the finish they wanted, but the fact that they've had a lot of speed, I think, builds a little confidence.
You see DJ Fluck dive to the inside of Eric Blum. They're coming to 3 laps to go at the line this time. This is one of the better battles we've seen of the season. Blum really got a pretty good exit out of 4 that time.
Not only has it been impressive for Chad to win all these races and dominate like he has, it's also impressive that he just hasn't made a mistake. Running as quick as he does up at the front, I mean, these cars, like we've been talking about, so easy to step out, but he's done a good job of just keeping it smooth and going the right direction.
Yep. We're looking at him right now. He's getting ready to take the white flag. No pressure from behind as Mark Vickers is 8.5 seconds back. Biggest battle is for 3rd, which we see DJ Fluck has got around Eric Blum. I hate we missed it, but got to focus on the leader on the white flag lap as here he comes around turn number 4, and Chad Winstead's going to make it 7 for 7.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
The Exide Batteries Ford Mustang going back to victory lane.
You already sound better than the start of the race.
How many times have we said that this season? What a race from Chad Winstead.
My butthole
Despite
buckered up a couple times in that last
COVID,
run. I almost gift-wrapped
goes to
the
victory
mark.
lane, and I think you got to give a hats off driver of the night, DJ Fluck. Finishes
I wanna
3rd.
apologize to the booth.
That's an
Definitely
awesome
his
finish.
his
That
best
song
run
back
of the
there, that was
season,
my
and
bad.
he
I
kept
will
that
put
car
it
clean
over
all
the
night. We
margin.
saw him avoid the crashing 82 car that came from the bottom to top. If there was an all-state good hands move of the race, that would have been it.
Hey, I am on
Yeah,
the
for sure.
podium.
Great run from DJ.
Sorry,
See
I
Chad,
spent so
I
much
think he
time
just got
running to
into
the rear. I
the
apologize.
interview room. He's gonna tear the grass up here. Grass crew will not be happy with that. But Chad Winstead, how you doing?
Hey guys, doing alright. I mean, I've been better, but happy to get the win.
That's 7 for 7 on the season. Can you pull it off next week? Can you do the perfect sweep? You have the brooms out.
Oh man, I'm hoping for it.
Might have to throw
Should
like
definitely pay more
a,
attention with the
I don't know,
cautions
I
now.
guess maybe Rubbermaid sponsorship on the side with a broom on the front of the car or something.
Ooh, I like
Alright,
that idea.
guys, so one more week in this season, we're gonna do a
So
recruiting race on
we were
Sunday
talking about
in
it up here in the
Trucks
booth, a little bit of a
Talladega, so if
Jordan
you can
flu
make it,
game
5
for you
p.m.
here.
East,
How
I'll
was
put a
that?
hosted
How was that
session
affecting you
info
out on the
into the
track
Discord.
tonight?
So, I mean, it
sounds
was
good. I will
definitely,
try to make
definitely
it.
made things a little bit more difficult. It's harder to concentrate on running your line when you don't feel as well, you know, having trouble concentrating to begin with. But yeah, overall, I mean, I've started to feel better a little bit today. I've had a rough couple days before this, but um, you know, just trying to concentrate on nailing the lines every single lap, and while uncomfortably sweating. And to make things worse, there was a fly that got into my office and kept landing on my face in the middle of the race.
Well, you definitely fought some adverse conditions, it sounds like. So we're happy you're starting to feel better, and I'm sure this probably helped out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, couldn't make that up with me. I get on the outside of the 88 there, coming to that competition caution, and a fly lands right on my glasses, right in my face.
Jeez. Yeah, that was a good run by DJ. He ended up on the podium, but
Hey, and
I
you,
guess
DJ?
talk to us about how the competition caution affected things out there. I know that was new for tonight, just kind of trying it before next season it goes in full-fledged.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea. I mean, it gives everybody kind of a chance to regroup and reset. You know, that car was incredibly difficult to drive on that track. It was very slippery, and the tires wore out pretty quickly that first run. So, gave me a chance to get a new set, and a couple of the guys that were having trouble fighting the loose car was able to get back on the lead lap and give it another go. Um, but yeah, overall, I think it's a good idea. Moving forward.
Well, you got anybody that you want to thank for win number 7 here on the season before we let you fly out of here?
I'm going to change it up tonight. I'm going to thank Tylenol and ibuprofen.
I like it. Well, Chad Winstead goes back to victory lane here tonight despite the COVID symptoms and captures win number 7, and I'm sure will increase the points lead heading into the finale next week. So thank you guys for joining us once again. We'll have coverage live at about 10:15 next Wednesday. We're going to roll the end credits and we'll be out of here, but it's Chad Winstead winning here at the Legacy Texas Motor Speedway.